Hey guys, it's Donna. Greetings from Florida. It's like 80 degrees. I know everybody's cold, and we were outside a bit yesterday, and we were sweating, putting up some of the remainder, well, some additional Christmas decorations outside that we had picked up to add to what we had already done before Thanksgiving, because I do my Christmas decorating before Thanksgiving, so I can just sit back and enjoy the holidays. But just I check in. Haven't seen you guys in a long time, face to face through here. Been watching all your vlogs though. Haven't been too many vlogs, so it hasn't been hard to keep kept up with everyone. Everybody seemed to have gotten through the Thanksgiving holiday well. I know here it was quite different than Thanksgivings from the past, but yet not. We weren't deprived of anything. We weren't missing anything. Matter of fact, I've made 3 pumpkin cheesecakes since Thanksgiving to cut into slices and put in the freezer. It is a really good pumpkin cheesecake recipe that I got from Maria Emmerich. And matter of fact, all of her recipes are good. And I know people were asking and talking about breads and things, and I make all of her breads. I mean, I have Ezekiel bread around the house just in a pinch, kind of. It used to be a primary kind of bread for us to go to, but now it's just for in a pinch. I make her protein bread, her sandwich bread, her dinner rolls, her garlic bread. I make all of that stuff all the time. I mean, my pantry is peanut flour, coconut flour, almond flour, and those are the things we use all the time. Lots of protein powder. I use the unflavored in a lot of the bread recipes, a lot of the danishes, a lot of the muffins, a lot of the everything. So we have everything from breakfast cereals. I make all of her breakfast cereals. They're great. And I'll just spend Saturday or Sunday making cereals. The blueberry morning, the banana walnut, all the different cereals, and you bake them, and they get really, really crunchy. And then you pour a half cup of almond milk in it, and it is really good. So in my pantry, I've got containers of the strawberry, the blueberry, the banana, walnut cereals for my family. Because sometimes we got to grab and go. So it's already there for them, and they don't have to buy any of that stuff. So I love all of her crust things for pies and for everything. I mean, the crust is to die for. So, not really anything new going on with me other than I know I'm swollen, I'm puffy, I'm off of my hydrochlorothiazide, which I've taken for years and years, and I fell and hit my head, my nose, and fell really, 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 really bad last night. Fell 3 days ago and hit my head on the dresser right here. I have a bruise here. Well, it's still my eyes. I had 2 black eyes almost. I've had a lot of problems with my sodium and my chloride bottoming out. So they're checking my kidneys. So I hate adding new doctors to my list. I told my primary, I said, I don't want any more ologists in my life. I have an oncologist, a cardiologist, a neurologist. Now I have a nephrologist, gynecologist, all of them. It's too many of them, but they keep an eye on me, that's for sure. But they've been running one test after another. And I just did 4 deep study tests on my kidneys. So who knows? I've taken MS medications for years and years and years and years, 13 years. A lot of them can affect the kidneys, but don't know why yet. But I do have the great benefit of doctors' opinions, and I take the opinions and I shop around if I don't like the opinion or it doesn't fit what I think. If I don't have somebody that's going to listen to me and hear me, I won't go back to that doctor. But being an office manager of a practice, a family practice and a psychiatry practice. I wouldn't like to say I get special treatment, but they do jump to a different kind of attention because we refer a lot of patients there, and they want the word to be good. So I feel like I'm being well looked after. But it did go to a critical stage a couple weeks ago. I think I'm just not normal on my sodium and my chloride and my liver function. But I don't think I'm as critical as I was. But that means I'm pushing salt. I'm decreasing my water intake, and therefore I am swelling, and I'm off my hydrochlorothiazide. I'm swelling, I'm whatever. I'm only up like 2 pounds on the scale because of it, but I'm retaining, and things aren't filtering out the way they should, and some things are just filtering out instead of going where they need to. They're going bypassing and going straight out, but enough of that crap. I'm feeling good otherwise. Mike's doing good. He's maintaining perfectly too. I sit around 145, 147, up to 148, 149 when I know I'm retaining. There's like a window anywhere from my LIW was 143 almost, I don't know, a year and 8 months ago. I sit anywhere from 2 to 7 pounds from that. And on any given day, whether I'm weighing or I'm not weighing, I don't weigh all the time. I don't weigh hardly at all anymore. I can tell how I feel. My rings, I can tell. And it's definitely not going to be, it's going to be water. It's not going to be what I'm eating. Everything I eat, my body loves. Loves, loves, loves. Trying to think if I had anything really abusive to my body lately. Thanksgiving, I did have a little sliver of pecan pie that someone brought to my home, and I wanted to taste it. It was just really, really, really sweet. Didn't wow me as much as my own cheesecake did. So I have a lot of fats. I use a lot of nut flours, hazelnut oil, walnut oil, coconut oil, coconut milk, coconut cream. I don't even have my Faye as much as I used to. The me that's now, I really, really have got into reading and educating myself a lot on the keto adapted. And I took a class and all with Maria Emmerich to further my knowledge beyond HCG, beyond the weight loss, because I feel like that's done. That's done. I'm stable where I am. I learned a lot. It opened doors to other areas in my life that I can now work on. I can work on my spasticity, and she works a lot with me on my autoimmune issues, and I think once I get some more clinical information back about my kidneys and things like that, and my sodium, then I can add that and talk to her about that too. She's got a wealth of knowledge, and I know that my recipe library is just full of Maria Emmerich. I cook her dinners. I use my crock pot, and everyone in the family does. So there's nothing I can't whip up that we have a taste for. Nothing I can't whip up. Just open up my pantry and what do you guys want? So great cookbooks, great recipes, lots and lots of information you can get on her websites, her blog posts, her everything. I use Swerve for our sweetener primarily. I still don't use Swerve for anything that's like a hot liquid, like coffee. Tea I don't use sugar in anyways, but coffee, I still use Truvia. I haven't really dug the Swerve in it. Just like sugar, the brown sugar is the one I use if I'm making brown sugar items. Natural peanut butter, whey protein powder. Vanilla and the unflavored are in my pantry at all times. If I'm making a savory type bread or plain bread, I'll use the unflavored. If I'm making a sweet type bread. I use the that and the psyllium husk powder, and I just buy the whole psyllium husk and grind it. So I know everybody's talking about breads. If you guys want me to vlog, video, a recipe, I'd be happy to. I can get all my little things out on my island and make things for you. Otherwise, I really don't hop on here too much because I really don't feel like I have much to share. I'm just living life, and I'm living life beyond HCG. I took a lot of time with me, a year and a half of me. Very, I wouldn't say selfish, but it was set aside for me. And my family got the short end of the me stick, and so now I'm giving myself back to them. So that short period of time, I hope, allows me many, 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 many more years of time with them to do things. I've been busy with our holiday events with the school. We do a magical dinner presentation thing with the high school choir, and it's a gorgeous event. This church that we go to donates the facilities to us, and the room is gorgeous. We decorate it with all live tree trimmings and fruits and flowers and everything of the season. And 300 people, 269 people one night, 300 people the next night that we served. I want to say probably 40 choir members acting in parts, the royal court down to the service girls, the wenches, and the boys. I don't know what they would be called, but they did the bussing of tables, and the girls waited on the guests, and they had to come up with a name and a role and play the part of that era. But lots of hustling because there's a core of like 5 ladies, me and 4 others that pretty much do it all. And then you get volunteers that just pop in here or there. And we had some great ones this year that, another handful of people we could add to a regular, we can count on them next year. But it all starts the Monday before the Thursday, Friday night events of making wreaths, 40 wreaths and 40 foot of garland out of tree trimmings, pine cones. So I worked my butt off, but it's so worth it. So I'm feeling the after effects of that. My balance wasn't good, so that's why last night I fell. I fell really hard over a piece of exercise equipment. And I mean head over the handlebars of this thing. I went to turn off the Christmas tree lights and turned around and it was there. I forgot it was there. It was dark, and I think I yelled, ow, ow, ow. And I mean yelled for probably 15 minutes. And I am scraped and bruised all up my backside, my abdomen, everything. So, what you gonna do? Happy holidays, guys. I know people were looking for vlogs, so here you go. Here's 14 minutes of me of nothing. We're doing good. Love you. Happy holidays.